Hey, Facebook, I am live. As you can hear, my voice is on the comeback. It's on the come up. Give me a second. Let me get Instagram here, broadcasting live. Okay, there we go. Instagram is live. Let me put on my microphone and let's get this party started. It is the last Goddess Temple Sunday for 2018, so I couldn't not join you. So my voice is at a 50, but I'm at 100. So we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it bounce. We're gonna make it happen. All right. So just give me a second. I'm running like 60 seconds behind. Get everything set up. If you're watching on Instagram, if you want to be able to see my whole vision board reveal, you can see that better if you come and watch on Facebook. All right. Okay, so let's get this started. I see Coach Roz is here. Goddess Dawn is here. Goddess Tanisha is here. Goddess Norma and Damali are in the cut. My family, so they can hit me up afterwards and be like, why'd you go on there with your voice like that? I told you to relax. But it's all good. It's all good, family. It's all right. It's the last Goddess Temple Sunday of 2018. So there was no way that I could not show up. When I'm telling my peeps that showing up is 99.9% of life. Thank you for the healing vibes, Coach Roz. I appreciate it. Hello, Goddess Alyssa. If you're just joining us, I'm Abiola. I'm the founder of the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy and womanifesting.com. And I am so excited to come and hang with you. What an incredible year it has been, right? Hello, Goddess Leslie over on Instagram, and Goddess Valerie and Goddess Nia. How you doing? Are you ready for 2019? If not, we're going to get you ready for 2019. We are kicking off the year with something very, very exciting. I'm laughing because my mom is in the comments going, good morning, goddesses. Yes, why about my voice? Mommy, am I going to block you today? Is this the Sunday? I blocked my mother. I've already blocked my dad, but that's a different question. Mommy, I don't want to block you. So, I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you. I'm good. So Goddess Maria says, I was on the gram and I came to see your vision board. Yes. We have a lot to talk about today. We are going to be talking about fear. First of all, fear, which is the number one thing that I've seen this year, the only thing that I've seen this year hold the goddesses back in the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy, who have all of these amazing, in the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy, I will help you build your courses, help you build your tribe, help you build your income, but fear is the one thing that stands between you and your audience, you and your message, you and your money, you and your voice. And we want to conquer that. Goddess Nia says, definitely holding me back. Well, the gift that I have for everybody is that I promised the goddesses in the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy that we were kicking off 2019 doing mindset and manifesting. Mindset and manifesting, right? And I'm going to make that 2-week mindset and manifesting available to everybody. You can come and you can participate. You can watch the videos for free for 24 hours. But after that, you would have to join the academy to have permanent access to it, because I need us to get our mindset up. I've had an amazing year, and that's not because, I want to have an amazing year by myself. I want you to have an amazing year. I want you to have breakthrough moments. I want you, every single one of you, with the incredible ideas that I hear that you have, the amazing ways that you want to change the world. I want you showing up and changing the world in those ways. I want you to do the things that you were born to do. And I believe with my whole heart, soul, and being that 2019 can be your breakthrough year. I believe that. I know it. I feel it. I see it. I see it. And the only thing that would stop you from getting there is focusing on the fear in front of you, right? We have different kinds of fear. We have fear of loss, fear that, you know, you're going to lose something by doing this new thing. We have fear of the journey. Like, what if it is totally scary, you know? Or we have fear of, what if I get there and it sucks? What if I create this new business and it's not what I want it to be? What if I launch my course and nobody signs up? What if I create my retreat and I realize I don't like retreats? Whatever it is, we have all of these fears that are holding us back. Yes, Instagram, thank you for the hearts. But this is your year. This is your year. Like, I do not want you to live another year. I don't want us when we're going into 2020, think about that. It's about to be 2020, y'all. I know y'all are like, we didn't even do 2019 yet. But it's about to be 2020. 2020. And I want you going into that year, going into 2020, empowered and bold and knowing in every corpuscle of your body that you have lived your potential. You have lived your potential. For me, that's my greatest fear. My greatest fear, I was thinking about this last night as I was thinking about this conversation, this self-love, conversation I wanted to have with you. And I was like, what is my biggest fear? As, many of you know, like I have anxiety and, all of those kinds of things. But I was like, but what is my biggest fear really? And I realized that my biggest fear is that I'm afraid of not living up to my full potential in every area of my life. I'm afraid of not being living up to my potential in my business. I'm afraid of not living up to my potential in getting all of the music in me, right? Which this is the music in me, all of the message in me out to the world. I am afraid of not living up to my potential as, a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mother. I want to be all that I can be, to put a cliche out there. And so for me, that is my biggest fear. What is your biggest fear? Let's talk about it. Yay, Goddess Lauren is here. She says, I can't believe I found you live. Saw you in London last year at the College of Psychic Studies. So glad I discovered you. So glad that you are here, Lauren. Oh my goodness. That was so amazing. I may go back to speak at the College of Psychic Studies in London in 2019 because I'm going to be doing a retreat, Lauren, where you should be in France, probably the south of France, in a castle. Information on that still to come very, very soon. And so I would love to see you there, Lauren. Yay, Goddess Lauren is here. But first, let's hold up. Rewind before I get into the vision board, before we talk about what's to come, all of that stuff. What did we skip, my loves? What did we not begin with that we have to begin every single moment of our lives, every single day of our lives with? Gratitude. We skipped over gratitude. And so let's tap in, and then we will come back to your fears. Goddess Alicia, Goddess Nia, I see you. I may ask you to retype that if it goes up while we are tapping into the energy of gratitude. So just take a deep breath, my goddesses. Take a deep breath, my beautiful ones. I feel your beautiful energy. As you see, we are a global sisterhood. We stretch around this planet. And I want you to feel the energy of your sisters stretched around the globe, different experiences, different cultures, different habits, different fears, but we are all one. It's all one energy, oneness. So tune in to the power of this beautiful global sisterhood. And as we breathe into that energy, the energy of knowing that you are not alone, also tap into the energy and the power that created you. that brought you here, that birthed you, that birthed your parents, that birthed everything that we see in front of us and within us. And we begin with Mother, Father, God, thank you so much, so very, very much, as we come to the close of another cycle, the close of another year, and you have allowed us to open our eyes today. You've allowed us to open our hearts today. You've allowed us to have dreams today. You've allowed us to get together in sisterhood today. And for this we say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Mother, Father, God, for blessing us with this global sisterhood. Thank you so much for blessing us with the wealth and abundance to be able to gather digitally wherever we are and share in our voices, share in our message, and share in your power. Thank you so much for reminding us on a daily basis that if we are still here, if we've opened our eyes, if we have breath, that we have another chance, we have another opportunity, and we are only one moment away from everything that we can be. Thank you for reminding us all that we are not broken, that we are not incomplete, that we already are powerful beyond measure. And it is our work to remember that, to tune into that, to remember that we are not broken, that there's nothing wrong with us, that we are perfectly made. And what an incredible thing that is. What an incredible thing that is to remember that we are not alone, that we are in this together, and that we are being guided every step of the way when we choose to tune in, when we choose to listen. Thank you so much for this blessing of this sisterhood. And as usual, as always, I ask you to please continue to guide all of us. I ask you to guide my words and my actions. And let me know at any point, at any moment, in any capacity, where you would have me go, what you would have me do, what you would have me say, and to whom. And for this, we are so grateful. We receive all of this and more in your name. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Yay. Yay. Gratitude. Okay, goddesses. All right. So let's now talk about these fears that are keeping us from knowing that we are powerful beyond measure. Hit the share button so that, because someone on our timeline needs to know this. Someone on our timeline needs to feel this. Goddess Goddess Luz, hello, Goddess Life. She says, my biggest fear, yes, is to die without manifesting all of my dreams. Yes, as the late, great Dr. Wayne Dyer said, don't die with your music still in you. You know, Goddess Neith Sankofa, hello, beautiful, says, love and light, all blessings and deep appreciation for this circle. Goddess Luz says, her biggest fear is not to become her calling powerfully. She fears dying without having the opportunity to manifest all of her dreams. She's also afraid of not being able to make peace or say goodbye to her loved ones and for them to feel abandoned by me. Well, the beautiful thing is that you can contact your loved ones who are still here, or even those who have transitioned on today. Let them know so we can take care of the second half of that, Goddess Luz, right now. We don't want to have any regrets when it comes to our loved ones. And again, even if they have transitioned on, you know, we all permeate and travel time and space. Let your people know what it is that you feel about them today. Let them know. Let them know that you love them. Let them know. Say what it is that you have to say. Make that peace today, because tomorrow is not promised. Goddess Maria also says, my biggest fear is not living my calling. Goddess Fatima the Virgo says, fear that my gifts aren't honed enough to fully financially support me. Goddess Nia says, my fear is that God will take my ideas and gifts away because I'm not using them. We hear that a lot, right? Anybody else fear that? Goddess Alicia says, my biggest fear is not being a great mother to my 1-year-old. or being successful to her. But 2019 is my year. Goddess Alicia, I know that just by you asking that question, that you are an amazing mom. You are a wonderful mom. Just by you asking that question, just by you wanting to be the best mom that you can be, you are an incredible mom. Yes. And so we don't want to leave this planet with our music still in us. We don't want to leave another year, right? Like, how many years did you say, okay, this is the last year that I let this truly be the last year that I know that it's the new year and everybody feels like, okay, well, new year, new me. And it's become somewhat of a cliche. But I want you to think in terms of, okay, breakthrough year, breakthrough me, breaking through my own fears and my own BS, because the biggest competitor, the biggest challenger you have, the biggest block that you have is within you. It's not out there. The strategy part is easy. Like I said, talking about the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy, if you are a coach, if you are a healer, if you want to learn how to build a course, I can teach you exactly how to do that. If you want to learn how to launch a course, I can teach you exactly how to do that. If you want to learn how to build your audience, I can teach you exactly how to do that. But it is your own fear that is going to keep you from getting to where you want to be. Did anybody else see the movie Bird Box this weekend on Netflix or this past week? If you haven't, go and see it. One of the things that I thought was really, really powerful was the metaphor of fear in the movie. I don't want to, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but the fact that people had to blind themselves to block off their fears in order to be able to escape and in order to be free is really, really parallel to our lives and parallel to every single thing that we're talking about. And for the goddess sister who said, that she's afraid that God will take away her dreams and her dreams and her blessings, the things that she's wanting to create because she's not using them. Here's the amazing thing. This beautiful, infinite source that created us, there's always more. So if someone takes your dreams, if right now someone, you had an idea that was meant to be launched in the world and you didn't launch it, you didn't put it out there, right? And our creator said, okay, well, we need this in the world. And if you're not going to put it out, let me give it to her so she can put it out there. It's okay. Because there's more. There's more. There's more. It's infinite. You're not going to run out of ideas. That was a great idea and that's wonderful, but that's okay. It's all right. Tune in, tap back in, and there's another wonderful idea waiting for you to launch, waiting for you to birth. All right? Goddess Goldfine says, am I pronouncing it right? I am Dina Goldfine. I love it. She says, as a new entrepreneur, third year, I had a year of fear, but it is all in the mind. Yes, absolutely. All in the mind. Goddess Alicia says, wow, I never thought of it like that. The block is inside of us. Yes, that we are our greatest critics. We are our greatest enemy. Goddess Leslie says, oddly, I'm afraid of being successful. Actually, Goddess Leslie, that's not that odd. Anybody else relate to that? Fear of success and fear of failure, so you can stop beating yourself up about that now, are the greatest fears around when it comes to big vision women like you. Fear of failing and fear of succeeding are twin sides of the same coin. And so as someone who has dealt with that, Goddess Leslie, I can tell you that you are not alone in that because, right, we are familiar with our regular day-to-day. We're not familiar with what may come next. So that makes sense. It makes sense to our brains, our logical brains. If you needed to survive on a plane, the plains of Africa or in a desert or whatever it was, it makes sense to our ancestral brains, that would need to survive in a cold mountain or wherever your ancestors were, that, okay, what does your brain tell you to do to survive? I've got to do everything else the tribe is going to do. I don't want to do anything different. I don't want to stand out because that could mean death, right? Our brain is not acting irrationally. It's only acting out of concert for this location, for this life that we're having. And so rather than beating ourselves up, let's honor that and let's say, okay, I see that, I feel you, but here's where I am now, and here's what I'm going to do next with it. And so that's why we're going to do for the next 2 weeks, we're going to do overcoming with mindset and manifesting, so that then after that you can launch into, then we can create your course, we can create your program, we can create your services, we can create how you show up in the world, fix your branding to where you want it to be, and all of that. Otherwise, all of that is just window dressing. All of that is just window dressing if we don't address this fear. Yes, she says, fear of success is parallel. I feel it all the time. It's interesting because other people do not see our fears. Yeah, it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. No one else can see that. And it's all in the mind, but it's okay, because our minds are flexible. People used to think that thoughts were fixed, but there's neuroplasticity, and our minds are flexible, our brains are flexible. And so we can shift that. We can make shift happen. What I want for you is, I want for you to be unmesswithable. Right? And if it wasn't Sunday, I'd use a different word, but unmesswithable. Unmesswithable, which as a matter of fact is the name of our 2-week mindset and manifesting course. If you go to, I'm going to say the word, if you go to I am unfunkwithable, but not unfunkwithable, iamunfunkwithable.com. If you go to that link, you can sign up for my influencer playbook, and then you will be in the loop to receive everything for the next 2 weeks for the course. So here's the link. Yes, thank you for the hearts. If you go to the link, but spelled out, right? Spelled out. If you go to the link, now my mom might block me. I was talking about blocking her. She's probably about to block me. If you go to the link, you can sign up for the free the next 2 weeks. If you go to the link right now, because that's how we want to show up in the world, because we have no control over the things that are going to happen to us. What we have control over is how we react, how we respond, how we process it, the meaning that we assign to it, and how we move forward in our power from that. Yes. Goddess Afua is affirming it. We want to be unmesswithable. Yes. Yes, so that criticism is coming that way, right? Or people who are saying, oh, well, why are you doing that? That's coming this way, right? Or your fear of getting on a stage or getting in front of a camera or launching or putting yourself out there is coming that way, and you're able to dodge it, right? Like the Matrix, and keep on going and keep on coming. Yes, and keep on coming. Goddess Dina says that it was upside down on, was it? Oh, maybe it's backwards. Maybe it shows backwards on Instagram. Okay. I will type it in for you afterward. But I want to show y'all my vision board that I have been working on. And if you are in our Facebook group, I have the list of things that your business vision board needs for this year. All right. And because we're showing backwards, yeah, she says, yeah, it shows backwards. You may not be able to see it because it's a lot of words. I have a lot of words on here. And I was inspired by losing my voice to make voice my word for 2019. It is all about the voice. It's all about you tapping into your voice. It's all about you putting your voice out into the world. It is all about you claiming your power. It is all about you stepping into your strength and owning your voice, sharing your voice, sharing your gifts. Again, if you're thinking, okay, here's how much money I want to make, I want you to shift that into, because that may feel daunting and may help to accelerate your fears. I want you to think of, how many lives do I want to change, right? Because each of those lives, if you are a coach, a healer, a teacher, a practitioner, a consultant of any kind, each life that you affect, right? That is a more powerful way to come from. And it's going to help to lift all boats of raising your personal vibration, raising your happiness, and raising your pockets as well. Yes, 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 beautiful. Goddess Yvonne says, found it. Thank you, Goddess Dawn. She says, awesome, boy. Thank you, Goddess Afua, for putting the link up there. Yes, absolutely, yes. Goddess Renee says, I completely understand this. Yes, Goddess Allison, fear of being seen and fear of not being seen. That is exactly what it is. Fear of being invisible and fear of being visible at the same time. And here's what it does. And I'm speaking to you as someone who, I'm not speaking to you like, okay, well, I can't relate, but like a lot of gurus, well, I can't relate. Let me just come in and just tell you what to do, although I'm so far above it. No, I am you. You are me. We are in this together. And so I can tell you exactly what that does. What it does is it creates a paralysis. It is the worst feeling ever. It creates a stuckness because it's a want to get your voice out there and a burning desire that, okay, these are the things that I came to say. And at the same time being terrified, absolutely terrified of putting yourself out there. And it is physically, emotionally, and spiritually painful. And so I see you. I know you. I am you. I'm not saying like, oh, well, this is easy, but it is doable. It is absolutely doable. And your freedom is on the other side of it. Your freedom is absolutely on the other side of it. Yes, Goddess Nia, throat chakra, speaking your truth. Absolutely. Your freedom, your voice. Yes, Goddess Renee, it is absolutely paralysis. And we are going to break through all of that. Go to the link and sign up. I'm going to put it here in the comments for my Instagram people, if it'll let me. All right, I am, it's going to get me blocked on Instagram. .com. I am unmesswithable. I am unfunkwithable.com. Go there and sign up, get the free influencer playbook, and then you will get the daily free lessons, mindset and manifesting, so that then we can just go on and we can build your courses. We can put your stuff out into the world, because right now with it on your hard drive, it's not doing you any good. It's not doing your audience any good. There are people who need what you have, people who are somewhere wanting, needing what you have, and it's not doing anybody any good for it to just be sitting there in your mind or sitting there on your vision board, right? A vision board is a living, breathing document. And, for me, like a big part of this is my business vision board was thinking about, the incredible women that I want to work with, my soulmate clients, who are the women that I want to work with? Powerful women, powerful, amazing women who know that it is not too old. You're never too old to follow your dreams. You're not too old, and it's not too late. Let's affirm that. I'm not too old, and it is not too late. I am not too old, and it is not too late. This is your time. And so let's do this. Yes, we are slaying fears. Yes, blocking these fears. Like Wonder Woman. Yes, in 2019. Because I want your work out in the world. I am selfish, right? Just like all of us. So when there are people on this planet, for example, like my client, Goddess Gail, who has her spiritual weight loss program that helps you to, be right in your mind, your body, your spirit. I want that in the world. That's amazing. We need that, right? When there are people like Coach Roz and her starting over program. I want that in the world. I need that in the world. We want your work in the world. So this is the time. You are not too old. It is not too late. Yes, Goddess is affirming. You are not too old. It is not too late. It is all doable. It is all doable. And so That's why I came on with my voice at 50. Excuse me, my voice is at 50, but my energy is at 100. We will not be stopped by little things. A voice, physical voice is an earthly thing, right? But I got throat chakra power. And so I cannot be stopped by something as little as, losing your voice. We are not too old and it is not too late. Now, yes, Coach Roz, she says, now is always the right time to get started. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like when they say, when was the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the second best time? Right now. So right now, this is your moment. You are not alone in these fears. If you have fear of success, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of putting yourself out there, if you have anxieties that are holding you back, you're not alone in these things. You're not making this up. You are creating this as a reaction, yes, but you are not alone in it. And can it be overcome? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if it's true for one, it's true for all. I'm telling you, absolutely. I never thought that I would be able to, just in this past year, like, the goddess said, she came and saw me speak in London. Last year was amazing. Last year I traveled to so many countries and everything. So this year I was like, okay, my vision board for this year, for 2018, it had a beautiful soap on it because it was like, okay, I want to get an apartment that I love and, be able to rock my location independent business from New York City, where I'm from. I wanted to have my Goddess Pray Love Belize retreat, right? I wanted to do my morning and my evening rituals and start yoga and kickboxing and all of those things, but also have more support than ever. Like I was able to this year give my assistant a good bonus, so that made me happy, all of those kinds of things, being able to live my dream, launch my dream courses and programs and products and services that can change your life. And I know that it is exactly the same for you. And so I want to help you to be able to do that. So let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it together. You are not too old and it is not too late. Affirm it. I am not too old and it is not too late. I am not too old and it is not too late. All right. So that when that voice is coming up in your head, you can remind yourself, I am not too old and it is not too late. Okay, good. So Goddess Thea, she is going to the link. Go to the link, sign up, and let's do this. Let's start. You'll get the first email on January 1st and let's make it happen. All right. Yes, yay. All right, so I'm gonna go get some lemon water. Hello, Goddess, So Angel. So am I pronouncing that right? So Angela, beautiful. Yes, I am. Dina is signing up. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I got to get better for New Year's Eve because I want to go to this burlesque show. I have tickets to go to this exciting burlesque show with my friends for New Year's Eve. What are y'all doing for New Year's Eve? I want you to celebrate bringing in this new year with a high vibration, positive energy. This will be your best year yet. I know it. I see it. I feel it. I feel it and I believe it. So do you receive it? Do you claim it? Best year yet. 2019. Let's do it. Let's do it. It is a very powerful year and it is your year. This is your year. This is your time. We receive it and we claim it. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Goddess Lauren. She says you are a high flying disc. Yes, high vibes only, high vibration only. All right, my loves, be seen, be heard, be an amazing movement. This is your time. Namaste, goddesses. I'm so excited. Namaste. Yes, you can do it. You